I adamantly did not watch Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Forever.
I want to ask you why. You fought us so hard for the last 3+ years.
The reason
when we kept telling your ass to watch Game of Thrones.
I didn't want to watch it because
he wanted to watch it in 1 week.
Because
all the episodes in 1 week.
because I watched the few and I actually read the first book. Or
nerd.
I can't remember. I might have been 1 or 2. I can't remember, but it was so long ago because the book came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
But when I was watching the show, it just wasn't that great.
That's what happens though when you read the book first. It always ruins it. I've never seen anything where I've read the book first and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, and I think it was just so slow, and there was so much thing, and I couldn't remember everything from the book. So it was just like watching with a fresh pair of eyes, right? And then
the show takes work though. Like you have to remember everyone's names. Like you said, they have so many new characters they're introducing all the time.
Yeah.
So
that's what it was. It was Brienne of Tarth. It was this from Targaryen. I was like, yo, who the fuck? Why are there so many characters?
They're not.
But you know what?
They're not easy names.
But the titties made the breaks worth.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, so much. Oh, titty. Okay, let's get back to the show.
Yeah.
Dude, with Melisandre, the nicest titties of all the red
those are for sure
Westeros.
CGI. Those are CGI.
Her fucking titties are... Dude, you know what I found out that disappointed me? So throughout all of the seasons, right? Now, mind you, I never got to see Cersei's titties.
You know Cersei's got fucking... It's a titty double?
Yes!
I thought they showed
Those are luscious titties, dude.
It was CGI.
And
her
Daenerys
face.
too, no? Didn't they have titty doubles for her too?
Really?
Yeah.
In the first episode, that was...
Not in the first episode. I think later she it was in a writer in the later seasons.
Oh, she's like, she doesn't want to show
But
titties
most importantly, you got to see Theon's dick. Didn't you see his dick?
Theon's dick?
Yeah,
I can't
don't you show
remember
his
that.
No,
dick?
when he got his fucking dick cut off, remember?
No. Before that, don't they show his dick? I
Really?
remember they
Why are you
showed
so
his
obsessed
dick.
with the dick
Oh, wait,
part,
you're
bro?
not...
Nah, don't worry
that
about
dick
that.
cut off scene, they didn't actually show his dick.
They didn't show his dick.
Yeah.
But it was like in the first season, you see
Yeah.
Theon's dick, and you're
That
like,
was-
oh, okay.
That
And
was
you were
probably
like,
one of the saddest moments of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, because they foreshadowed it so early. They knew he was going to get his dick cut off.
I saw when because Tim told me that it wasn't Cersei's actually titties, and that made that scene 10 times worse.
Was that the shame one?
Yeah, shame.
Yeah, shame.
Because she's an older woman, but she's fucking fine, dude.
Yeah.
She's fine as hell.
But then her real titties might be disappointing.
I know. And those titties...
She got luscious young titties. that shit
She had a
was
20-year-old.
as delicious as the dumplings we ate today.
Some shallow bows.
there was
soft
good
ass titties.
There was good age to them. And it's funny because when people were trying to get me to watch the show, telling me the biggest reason why I should watch it was because of the titties. After a while, you just don't care about them anymore.
No,
It's like,
dude, that's not a reason to watch that show.
That's not a.
Yeah,
that's a terrible
simple mind.
reason, dude.
But that's what I like about the shows. There's many layers, right? I mean, when you watch content, you can watch it for the titty, you can watch it for the action, you can watch it for the drama, you can watch it for, and that's what makes a good show is because everyone can enjoy it for different reasons.
Yeah, because when I was watching it, all I could think about was after a while when the story started getting good around like the second or third season, I was like, dude, move these titties out the way. Let's continue the story.
Yeah.
You know
What's
what
going to
I mean?
happen?
Not another titty.
Yeah.
Like, and what a ballsy move that they killed Ned Stark in the first season. Like, I thought first time I saw that, I was like, this is a fucking joke.
Oh, I knew they were going to kill him.
I had no idea because I didn't read the books.
So it was like,
And I was like 5 years late.
I just didn't like the very predictable foreshadowing. For example, when they had Daenerys Targaryen in the very first scene, right, where her fucking freaky ass brother takes off her dress and shit,
Tight.
and it's that
Tight
boiling hot water bath, and she steps into it. I'm like, that's something with dragons.
Mother dragon.
Yeah,
That's not what
I was like,
she's a
all
mother
that shit that you
dragon.
say goes over my head. I had no fucking idea.
and I'm not really like critical. Like when I watch stuff, I don't critique it at first. I never do. I just watch to enjoy it how whoever directs it wants me to watch it.
Yeah.
But then there was a lot of stuff that just kind of like, okay, like when they
It just
threw-
kept popping up and it distracted you.
Yeah. So like when they threw the kid over, when they threw Bran over, I was like, he's gonna throw him out the window, right? And he throws him out, and everybody, that was so shocking, right? And I'm like, I don't think so. Yeah,
That's a tight move. And
his
then he
character
said that to him.
development was really great because Jaime Lannister, I hated his guts, but then you start to feel bad for him after a while because he doesn't even want to be considered a Kingslayer. Like that title was actually something that kind of made him feel really bad.
He did it because he lusted for Cersei.
Yeah, so tight. And then the other thing that was the opposite is Bran's character development because you fucking hate him at the end of the seasons.
Well, because he's so fucking
Bro,
useless.
he's the worst.
This was Bran, all right? This is if you guys haven't seen the latest episode, this is what this episode is. So shit's going down, right? Spoiler alert, shit's going down. People are dying. The Bran goes, I'm going to war. And then he just fucking rolls.
It's like, why, everyone's protecting. This is all for you, motherfucker. And then you're ditching your own birthday party, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
He goes, excuse me.
He sends the damn crows out. He goes out and fucking hangs out. Like, he goes on his drone, basically. This fool flies off in his drone to do what? I don't know.
To see everybody get murdered firsthand. But then the thing too is like when I saw him warg, I was like, oh, this is what we've been waiting for. He's gonna warg into something cool.
That bitch could have at least used the crow to poke out a fucking White Walker's eye or help or do something. Dude.
He just was like, oh, here's the Night King, and then that was it.
That was it. He just goes, excuse me. And he disappears for a fucking...
Excuse me.
Where were you for 6 hours, you fucking cuntbag?
But the theory you brought up today, that makes me think that like it was on purpose.
Yeah.
I hope that's what it is. If it's not, then they wasted all this character for no reason. Like for him to have... To just warg into the crows and then that be it. I don't know what else they're going to do with that.
So for people who don't know, there's a lot of like random theories that are floating up. And so I kind of Googled... I forgot what I Googled, but it led to this theory where there's a theory that Bran is actually, there's two. So it kind of goes hand in hand where they think that Bran is actually the Night King because he can go back and forth in time. And so he was actually confronting himself. And the reason why people think that is because...
You mean the three-eyed raven is the Night King?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
shit.
Here's the weird part, and the reason why that kind of gets debunked is because you could actually see this scene where the forest people, they put the dragon glass into that person that wasn't Bran.
Yeah.
But then he has the ability to change the past or whatever to a certain extent. And so what they're saying is that Bran is actually evil, and he was meeting up with the Night King, and when he warred into those ravens, he was actually communicating with the Night King.
He's for sure evil, dude.
Yeah,
Look at
and
his
so
fucking face.
Arya was the one that actually ruined Bran's plan because that wasn't expected.
That cunning little bitch.
Dude, you know what was fucking
She
weird?
ruins everything.
I forgot because when you first watched the episode, she's 10 years old.
Yeah.
But
I know.
and then she had the scene where she got naked. I was like, ugh.
And she looks exactly the same. She looks a little taller.
Yeah. she just looks like a little boy with long hair.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, what the fuck? But then I guess in this show, she's like 22. So
what was weird to me is like you know how she was like sexually forward with the dude, and then it just felt like she was just this jailbait. And she's like, she was like, even though she was the predator, it was just weird.
She couldn't wait.
She's like, I need some dick to see how it feels like. And in that scene where she's just laying there, it like you could totally see the disappointment in her face. Like that was it.
she's probably like, I probably would like pussy better.
There was a meme that says, when winter came, but you didn't. And it's her face like,
She's like, this is what I waited for.
yeah, that's hilarious. That's
There's a couple of moments in this show. Now, mind you, because I wasn't against watching, is I tried and I didn't like it. But then
it was difficult for you because you couldn't get through how slow the first two seasons were.
It takes work, dude.
Yeah.
It really does. Like you don't start realizing that you like it until a couple episodes in.
Yeah.
If you do not get to the red wedding, then you are missing out. That is one of the most iconic moments in the whole series. Because I've never, man, you know what? If you say like this is going to be a bunch of spoilers, and if you haven't seen it, it's been out for 8 years, you cunt bag. So anyways, so fucking, I've never seen somebody put out a scene where somebody stabs up a fetus. They fucking took a knife and stabbed the pregnant lady in the stomach.
Hey, but it was a spirit fetus, so it was okay.
Yeah, and they showed it too. That was like the first thing they showed was her just getting stabbed in the gut.
And I've never seen somebody stab somebody that fast, that repeatedly. It was so much.
It was so violent, dude.
So violent.
I had nightmares. I had like PTSD after watching that. That was a fucking rough episode.
Hey, so what do you think happened at the end? You know how like the fucking red lady? She walked out to the fucking.
Oh, so
you think did she sacrifice herself to the sun god and shit?
I think
because that was a good
Night King,
redemption
right?
for her.
Well, that was.
I used to hate that bitch.
I think it was just her job is done now. So
kill the Night King.
Because I mean that bitch is like 3,000 years old. You know, she's like a fucking disgusting gremlin. I still wanted. By the way, I still wanted to fuck the shit out of her.
we just got to keep the necklace on her.
I know, right?
No, don't take that off. Don't take that off.
No.
Can you imagine? She's like, it's uncomfortable. No. That bitch looked like fucking Gollum and shit. Like
that's tight. Nah, take the necklace off.
That thing was a big shocker too. I was like, what does she do? Oh my god.
I forgot about
old.
that. I literally forgot about her. I didn't think she'd be coming back in the season.
But she was hot though. Yeah, I mean, it was funny because when she's walking into the scene, it seems like a White Walker messenger's coming.
Yeah.
And then it's not.
You
It's
don't
her.
have your headphones on. Would you like your headphones on?
Dude, should I?
No, you don't have to.
Nah, it's cool.
Okay.
I'll just make sure I talk really close.
Okay, thank God.
No, yours sounds good. I could hear it in here.
Okay.
I think I sound low. I don't know if you guys. I don't know.
we have all the same. Well, you can change the volume.
Okay. I'm 2, right?
I think so. Are you 2?
Test. Okay, I don't know. Did I sound regular to you?
Yeah, you sound regular to me. Yeah, but yeah, the show has so many twists and turns, and I think you kind of get emotionally involved with certain characters, and they keep killing them off.
Who did you think should have died in this
Samuel
last episode?
fucking Tarly.
Get rid of it.
He fucking you killed.
There's no way he
I feel like he's
going
gonna
to
survive to the end.
He for sure
for
is.
sure he is.
Yeah. Someone told me the books are from his point of view.
Oh,
Yeah, it's always the bitch that survives.
because he's a
But
maester.
Get rid of him. Yeah,
Yeah.
for
He's
sure.
a fucking maester. That's why. So he's
He's
the one.
useless, bro.
so they needed
He's
to
not
keep him
useless,
alive so he could write it all down.
That's right. They
That's
should just
stupid.
call it fucking the. Well, if he's writing the books, then he should just call it "Why Everybody Died Because of Me."
but why I didn't do anything to help.
Yeah, he does nothing, dude. And he keeps holding on to the fact that he killed a Nightwalker by chance. And then he keeps holding on to the fact that he killed a fucking Then by chance.
Yeah.
The fuck out
It's
of
like,
here.
get out of here, bro. You know
Everyone
what's up.
seems to forget I was the first one to kill a White Walker. Yeah, it's like by chance you got lucky.
Sam and Little Gilly.
Because even the way he even had a moment where he quote unquote stood up to his dad, right? So he goes, he's like, fuck this thing. I'm out of my dad's castle or whatever. He takes the Valerian steel sword, but he has to do it like a bitch way. He doesn't even confront his dad.
Yeah.
Hides out in the middle of night and runs
I
away.
showed him. And then
Even when he finds out that Daenerys killed his brother and his dad, he's like, "Oh, really?
he was so polite, like it was his fault.
Yeah.
He was like,
Well,
oh.
whoop-de-doo."
I've never seen somebody's lip quiver for 10 minutes.
He just goes like,
Yeah.
Remember that scene when all is all fucked up and then it's kind of like this montage and you see him in a body of White Walkers shivering like a little bitch?
Yep.
And I'm like, you should have died.
yeah, dude, how did that guy survive?
Everybody got mad at me on Twitter. I was like, I fucking hate Samuel Tarly. I'm like, how can you hate him?
What's the? Oh, yeah.
I like him because I hate him.
Okay.
I like him because he's such a little bitch. I want to keep him around to laugh at him.
I remember earlier in the seasons, I was like, oh, why are we going back to this dude? Like anytime they would
You know what?
show his story,
He's
I was
what
like,
grounds the show. So if everyone's a heroic tough guy or whatever, there's no reality or normalcy. So you need that guy to represent how crazy battles are and all that stuff.
that's true.
There was also this other theory which was kind of interesting. So you know how was it the man, not the man from nowhere, the man with no face, right?
Yeah.
With the
Oh yeah.
The sexy guy with the long
yeah.
hair.
So you know him, right?
Yeah.
There's a theory saying that remember her original dance partner, the sword guy.
Yeah.
The curly haired flamboyant
Oh,
dude. They're saying
yeah.
that might actually be the faceless man.
That would be so tight.
Because if you look at that scene, so he kicks everybody's ass, right? And if you go back to a scene where they're talking about who's the guy who got his face burned? What's his name?
Oh,
the Hound,
the big guy.
The
Yeah.
Hound.
the Hound. So
Clegane.
right? So
Such a dope
Clegane.
name.
So remember there was a scene where Arya was speaking to Clegane and he was asking her who's on her list.
Yeah.
And she mentions the guy who she eventually, gouges his eyes out and shit in the brothel. But she mentioned that, oh, I want to kill the guy who killed my master. And he mentioned his name. And then Clegane was like, he sucks. Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? Like, you're saying your sword master got killed by that guy? So how was this guy who was like the best sword guy in all of Westeros kicks
So
everybody's
you think
ass?
he died on purpose?
They think that he didn't die.
To steal
that
his
was
face.
actually the faceless man. And so he probably escaped.
But who died then?
So you didn't get to see who died because she ran away and all you hear is the fighting. So the theory is that person is actually the faceless man.
Dude, that'd be tight if they revealed that.
Her sword teacher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because how is this guy the man who was the best swordsman?
So then, when she was at the monastery, the death monastery, you
Yeah.
think that the faceless man was actually that guy, or that's something else?
No, that's what they're saying.
the teacher was the faceless man.
yeah.
Oh,
That'd be dope.
That's
they were so mean.
Yeah, because you didn't get to see him actually die. You saw him beat everybody up with that wooden sword, and then Clegane actually confirmed that the person that she later on killed wasn't even dope. Like he
I
was, he
totally
sucked.
forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Ari's a fucking beast, dude.
She looked good,
That
too, in
fight
those
scene
fight
she had
scenes.
with the fucking bow stick, damn,
She
dude.
looked tight. Bart was saying that they've been prepping her to be able to do all this stuff because they knew for years ago that she was gonna kill the Night King.
Wow.
So they've been prepping her.
So did you
to
guys
do all these stunts.
remember that whole scene when the red lady was telling her blue eyes like
Yeah,
that?
I totally forgot about
I was
that.
like, ooh, blue eyes. I thought she
didn't-
was gonna go kill a bunch of White Walkers.
Yeah,
And then I totally forgot when she came back. It was like, oh, blue eyes.
I didn't know that until someone told me that that's what she said.
Did you understand the thing before she was saying like green eyes, brown eyes,
Yeah.
and then blue eyes? Remember that?
Yeah, brown eyes is what little finger. I was gonna say little snake, little finger, right? And then Green Eyes, I think was supposed to be.
If you go on
Some
Twitter,
people were saying it's Cersei.
if you go on Twitter, you can see this clip of Arya and Brienne of Tarth practicing the sparring shit where they were sparring within Winterfell, where she did that knife flip and she caught it and she put it to Brienne of Tarth's throat.
Oh, that's tight.
It's fucking clean, dude. She actually did it in
dope.
real life, where she does the flip, grabs the knife, and puts it to her throat.
Damn.
It's fucking gangster, dude.
Arya's pretty fire.
Did
Except
you-
for having sex. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I never want to see that ever
don't wanna
again.
see that.
But she's cute. She's a cutie.
You know how that one
she's a
tough
little
ass
girl.
bitch, that little girl that got crushed by the giant? What's her name?
Mormont, Lady Mormont,
yeah.
dude.
Lady Mormont.
Lyanna.
Isn't it interesting how in both scenes her and Arya kind of did the whole same situation?
Oh yeah.
Where
They were caught.
they were caught, and then
Oh,
they
shit.
fucking like that.
Dude, I thought she was going to get her face eaten. I was like, dude, I was covering my eyes. I was like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this.
Dude, Lady Mormont, that little girl, I thought she was so dope to the point she was going to get a spin-off on her own show.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. They killed her off.
She was
murked her, dude.
dope.
Some people hate her. I know a lot of people hate her.
Why?
They think
She's a bossy
annoying.
little bitch.
Yeah, she's annoying.
You know what? Who hates her? Fucking sexist.
Yeah,
Fucking
you're right.
Misogynist. That's
Yep.
what they hate.
I just like seeing kids in powerful roles.
Yeah.
Cause I mean that used to happen. Like, you know, like there was a king, like a kid king, and the dad died or whatever. And then it's like in that Chinese movie, the fucking Last Emperor or whatever.
Oh,
remember?
yeah,
They always-
dude,
they had to
so
check
good.
they had to check his shit and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then you
He
look
had
at
a shit in the
Joffrey,
boy.
bro. That's why people don't like kid kings
Yeah.
in this universe, is because you look at King Joffrey and you're like, dude, fuck that guy. I was looking at like a montage of King Joffrey and I was like, dude, that
But
guy's
doesn't it
the
make you
fucking
wonder, like,
worst.
why does an adult just fucking slap that fool aside and then take over? It's so easy.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing anyways.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. They were just running circles
He's a
around.
little buster,
I
dude.
actually who is the character that you guys hated the most so far throughout the whole series?
I would say
I can guess yours.
Joffrey
Yeah.
and a little bit of Littlefinger, only because I thought he was a good guy and I felt like he backstabbed me personally. I personally felt like I was like, you fucking bitch. I was like, I thought we were on the same team, but you're